Yes, you are reading the title right. When I say I mean everything, just take a look at my Robinhood account, $8.12. I took that money and handed over to Tasty Trade right here to trade options via automated bot through Option Alpha. I've been trading options for years. This isn't some random pivot because I saw a YouTube ad. This is me finally solving a problem that's been costing me money for quite a long time. And the word is emotions. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Almost Wealthy, where I'm still trying to build towards my $1 million profile. And you get to see every win and every loss along the way. But before we start, just a quick reminder, I'm not a financial advisor and I'm definitely not a professional. I'm simply a regular investor documenting my journey and sharing what I learn as I go. So don't take anything I say as financial advice. Always do your own research, double check everything, and make decisions based on what fits for your personal goals. Everything you hear from me on this channel is my experience, my perspective, and sometimes my speculation. All right, let's go to my Tasty Trade account. If you've been following me on this channel, I've been heavy in high yield dividend stocks, and I want to be clear, I'm not abandoning high dividend, high yield stocks. It's just taking a placeholder right now, a temporary pause, because the real problem wasn't my dividend strategy, my options trading discipline, or should I say a complete lack of. I had good strategies. I know what works. I've done the research. I've ran the numbers. I understood put spreads. I understood how to manage risk. But when the market opens up and my brain would just sabotage me, basically. I close position trades way too early. I've held losers for way too long, and I see a red day and immediately want to adjust some positions. And pretty much that's the worst way to trade. Even when I execute trades perfectly according to my plan, I second guess myself constantly. So I realized something had to change. I needed a solution that removed me from the equation. And that's when I found Option Alpha. And no, they did not pay me for this. Let me go to my open positions right now. Now, for those who don't know what Option Alpha is, it's a platform that lets you build automated trading bots. So basically create rules like sell a put spread on the SPY when these conditions are met. For example, this will loop through these ETFs, and if there's no position, it will create a short put spread. Just pure mechanical execution, and that's what I want. But with the bot, it doesn't care. It doesn't panic. It doesn't revenge trade based on the rules I have. I've been trading options for years. I understand the Greeks. I understand the probabilities. I understand risk management. The knowledge wasn't a problem. The execution was the problem. So I made a decision to go all in on automated trading. I sold my high yield positions, and I'm running this money through the bots that I built through Option Alpha. I've only built 2, and I'll talk about that later. Here's all my positions. And since I've started, I really haven't thought about these trades, like at all. The bot enters the positions, it manages them. I don't have to think about it. No revenge trading after losing. Basically, the mental freedom that these bots give me is priceless. But let me show you. So I have 2 bots running live right now. My first bot right here that says Tier 1 sells put spreads on major indexes that I choose. When conditions are met, the bot looks for specific setups, enters the trade, manages it accordingly to the rules, and closes it out when my profit target hits, which is normally 55%. This is Tasty Trade. Tasty Trade doesn't have a paper account, so you can see all my positions. So you can see gold, IDA, SPY, XSP, and on here, these are live: gold, SPY, TLT, XSP. So if I go to my positions, my closed positions, I've had these bots running for the last few weeks. On December 17th, my open range breakout bot profited $50. On December 18th, I had 2 credit spreads close. I had a Walmart credit spread, but this actually closed prematurely. It was actually a good trade, but for some reason in my closeout rules, I had that if the premium goes down 55%, close the trade. The reason why it closed is because Walmart jumped up 100% and I was in 100% profit, and then it dropped pretty much under 55%. So it ended up closing trades for a small $8 trade. So I was pretty happy about that. Made the change to not do that again, and it closed out a TLT for $14 profit. And then on Monday, it closed out 4 trades. On gold, on my put spread, I got a $30 GLGDX. I got $29 profit. And then on my open range breakout, I got faked out, did a $60 loss. On the SPX open range breakout, EWZ, it ended up closing out for a $35 loss on that. A big gap down on that stock, which was contesting the put on the call spread, and it closed it out because I do have some conditions in my put spread bot that it manages. So when the position short put leg delta is less than negative 0.58, it's going to close out the trade. I put some other conditions in there. If the symbols report earnings less than 10 calendar days, whether or not I'm in profit or not, it will close the trade. This right here is my position return is greater than 55%. So if the position earns show anything over 55%, it will close the trade for a profit. If the position expires less than 15 days, it will look to see if the return on the position is greater than 1. If it is, it will close the position no matter what. And also if the position expires in less than 10 days, regardless if the position is in profit, it will close. Because the reason why I have this rule is because I do not want to get assigned the stock. As you can see, I'm winning and I'm losing, but it's all about the consistency. Let's go to my Tasty Trade account. And as you can see, right now, pre-market XRT is at a profit of 75%. So at the open, if it stays above, I'm going to close out these trades. I have 2 EEM and QQQ at 50%. So if it jumps up above 55%, it's going to automatically close these trades. That's pretty much the beauty of the system. When you remove pretty much human psychology from the equation, we like to think we're smart enough to outthink the market, but most of the times following a proven system beats trying to be clever in a way. Other than that, maybe 6 months from now, I'll be back in Yield Max, or maybe I'm running 5 different bots living off the premium. And generally, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I wanted to try. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. This is the Almost Wealthy channel. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting closer every week. And you're going to see every step of the way on this journey. See you on the next video.